a mortician the other day.
Yeah.
It's because I need access to dead bodies.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that's a crime.
Yeah, that's why I need to be a mortician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so then
yes.
it's not a crime.
Yeah, that way
I got
can,
it.
That way I can get away with it.
I'm there with you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're starting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Skitty bapa, skibbity bapa. Ian's gonna steal dead bodies.
Whoop.
Yeah.
just
Wildly
gonna borrow
Uninteresting
them.
podcast, episode number 137.
And a half.
Adam, Ian, and Sarah.
Really, I think I only need them for 11 or 13 days.
Ian,
Very specific.
do you have to go to school to be a mortician?
Yes.
I mean, really?
They won't let just anybody do it.
But, because what do? They drain the body,
Right?
and then they like stuff it, and then they
Stuff it.
and they paint its face,
Yeah.
and they put it on display.
Yeah.
Or you gotta dress it up.
Yeah.
Can't give them a naked body. So,
No.
and
Really?
you put it on display.
So really,
Huh.
they could have like an esthetician or whatever. Just do that.
Do that.
Crack them out. But
Do they-
No. I worked with a chick that went to school for it.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that
Do
was
they
fun.
like slice a main artery and just let it drain out, or do they actually stick in like IVs and stuff and drain it that way?
I don't know.
Oh.
I bet
well,
they
you'd
would
have
do
to
it
go to
that
school
way.
for
I
that.
didn't go to her class, so
Well, why not? I mean, what the fuck you doing coming on this podcast talking about some
costs
shit that
money.
you don't know about?
I don't know. I just sorry.
I would
I'll
assume.
tell you.
I would assume that they do that because they would have to pump in the embalming fluid
Yeah.
through the veins, like replace all the blood with embalming fluid.
All the blood.
What is that about? Why do you think that us as humans, I guess in the Western world, there's some places that don't. There's some places that still mummify
Yeah.
Mummify.
bodies.
Like Wi-Fi for mummies.
Why do we do this? Why do we think that embalming them is gonna like make them possibly cross over easier or what?
They tell us that it has something to do with deterioration or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's just because if you've been embalmed, then you can't get into heaven. So they want to try and limit access to heaven.
That's
Oh, okay.
exactly.
Which is why I want to be mummified and have my intestines put in a jar next to me.
Can
Where-
I have them?
Where's the
When you're
place?
done? Okay.
Where's that place? I think it's in Mexico that they actually they mummify the body, but then like every birthday of their death, every death day,
Oh, yeah.
they party with the body, just like chilling while everybody's like eating and partying
dude, they
around.
go
them.
dig them up and they change their clothes and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
I saw one where like they actually still just had the body in the house, like it lived there.
Oh, it lived in
And
the
they were
house.
like, "Oh, grandma's just quiet."
Oh,
All right.
so
Oh, man.
fucking
Like they
crazy.
they give her food every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just one of the family.
Do you see how we perceive death different in different cultures? That's
Yeah.
so weird. Because that'd be weird to us, but I guess if you were raised with the dead grandma and mummified in the corner,
You see,
you'd
that
be okay.
Yeah.
is the culture that I need to go to
Yeah, for
like
sure.
3 months.
And they'd be okay
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
You
I
could
feel like that's
take heads and
why
stuff.
we embalm, is because of our view of death and people's uncomfortability with it. They embalm, that way you can't tell. They look exactly, well, not
They
exactly,
don't,
but
yeah.
yeah.
It's like a word
Close
on the
enough.
street is that Easton looked like a fat Asian.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah.
He was fat, but he wasn't Asian.
Yeah.
So,
I've had a couple family members that looked straight up like they were Asian. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They never looked like this. Adam, the guy that my buddy that died in a car wreck, he had never wear underwear in his life, right? He had one dress shirt, and that dress shirt he went to church with. He always had
With
like
it, like on a hanger.
he always had oil underneath his fingers and shit like that because he was working. He never washed his hands that well, anyways, apparently. And man, they cleaned up his nails. They put underwear on him. They put his dress shirt. They fucking combed his hair in this weird like 1950s hairstyle
Oh, they
because he
give
had
him
long
a
hair.
Comb over.
yeah.
I was like, this is fucking weird.
I don't know this body before me as combed
Yeah.
hair and underwear.
You should
Weird.
have fucked his hair up.
No.
Give him a little
Fucking so
tassel.
weird what we do to bodies.
Tussle.
Man. We just need to give up on that shit.
Right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
It
and
is
we'll just
very
donate them to
weird.
you. And
Yeah.
Just try not to fuck any of them, please.
Try.
Yeah, why? What,
There's some hot ass bodies sometimes,
That's right.
You-
Get them before the stink sets in.
Yeah,
Odd
you got
ass
some-
bodies.
You got some,
I had a friend that died. We went to her funeral, and I've been to several funerals. Usually, I mean, the body's creepy. It's just weird to me that it's on display. I don't get it, but
Right.
it usually creeps me out. Like, I think they're still alive. She was
They're just
obviously
pretending.
dead. Yes, yeah. She looked like a different person. Looked like she was dead.
It's like the
She
same.
was dead.
The same people that tell you that mushrooms are hallucinogens. It's like they're just trying to get you to eat shit mushrooms. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not really dead.
Yes, yeah.
the more I watch those fucking indies, it is quite ridiculous because a lot of them have the same thing, which is, it sucks balls because I've been hit by a truck. I've rolled over in a car that the guy died. I've been shocked off a ladder so much I busted my head open, woke up in a pool of blood. I mean, you fucking name it. I've had plenty of opportunities for this so-called God to come give me some signs or talk to me or just say, hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Some sort of light, and I've never seen it. Not saying it exists or doesn't, but a lot of these...
Whatever. You just said it doesn't. Is
lot
there not
of-
enough evidence for you that there are birds?
No.
Proof. There's so many of them. There's so much proof.
We were watching some fucking weird thing, dude, with it had that guy from Boy Meets World, not the really famous one, but the elder brother of that really famous one, the main guy.
Will Friedle?
I think.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was like super Christian at this point, and he was on this it was like for children, but then they were like, God exists. If you want, and just like what you said, if you want proof, look at a bumblebee. If a man can create a bumblebee, then I'll believe
Wait
that.
a minute. Are you talking about Kirk
There,
Cameron?
yeah, that's who it was.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he
Okay.
always reminds me of somebody who's on Boy Meets World. What is that?
Oh, they're all the same.
I know. There's like 15 people, I think, that are that main guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like the same argument was made about bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we can make
So
one of those.
If you find a Timex in nature, then but
Yeah.
intelligent
So dumb.
design.
I was
The arguments
obsessed
are
with
dumb.
that for a little while. The thing was so ridiculous. Whatever the hell it was
Yeah.
that we watched, I was obsessed with it.
You had
well,
to,
how
'cause
do
it
you
was
make
so-
a bee? How do
Yeah.
you make a bee? You can't do it? Well, God exists.
Well, God exists.
How is that proof?
Because this
How do you
is
make a
machine.
TV?
Right.
Bet you can't make one.
That's what we kept saying on there. I'm like, bitch, you can't make a vehicle or a car. You don't know a lot of things. Like, doesn't mean fucking
Yeah.
whatever. I was like, oh, fuck this show.
Yeah.
It made me more mad than
Give me
anything.
suction cups. It'll get me up the Chrysler building.
That's right. But that's I feel like when it comes to the NDEs that I watch, there is a fucking commonality, and whether I think really it becomes an argument of how they were raised throughout their life, and then when they cross over to the afterlife, it's whatever that they are comfortable with knowing, right? So some perceive this light or this love as God. Some people that perceive the light or love as just light or love, or an endless universe or whatever. It's whatever you have like been accompanied to by the time you die, and then when you die, whatever is okay with you is how they help you cross over. So if you think like
It's
angels
like what you
and shit.
expect to see is what you'll see.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That way it's more comfortable as you're going and something. A lot of them talk about how like they felt an immediate like pain, whether it was a heart attack or gunshot wound or a car wreck or some shit, like this overwhelming pain, and then out of nowhere it became like super peaceful. Yeah. Like they didn't feel their body, they were warm, they were comfortable, they were whatever.
Yeah, that's blood, bro.
You're losing a lot of that. But the commonality is this like place that they cross over to. A lot of them see this land. A lot of them are told that they have to go back, that they can't stay, but they'll see them in like multiple years or whatever. They don't never give an exact time, of
Yeah,
course.
see you after Super Bowl 64.
Yeah, I wish, right? I'd be trying to like just barely kill myself to figure it out.
But only if the Colts win. Otherwise, Super Bowl 65.
I gotta see him win, God.
But that's I think that it's ridiculous that we even hang on to a body that doesn't. It's just like a radio to receive this signal of consciousness, and whether that might be complete bullshit too. Like it's all bullshit, but
Well, I mean, if you compare it to a radio, then it's like, oh, I really like that Garth Brooks song, and the only way I can hear it is with this radio. I'm never letting go of this radio.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't work and it needs a bunch of
because you're too stupid to know that you could just go get a new radio.
Right.
This is the only one that picks up that song.
It's
It's the only one. It's awesome.
Find a way to hook a headphone jack into a dead body. That way you can tune in.
And it's butt.
Tune out.
It is the purpose of the
Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
For
You
sure.
didn't need a big headphone jack. That's
They
not
don't
a
call
3/8
it
or
backing
whatever.
out for nothing. I guess it
know,
would make
though.
sense if it was in the back, though.
I'm okay with death. I think I'm comfortable with it. Now, if it was
Well,
like
you
one of
have to
you
be.
all, it would hit home. But
I'm gonna die.
I know it's weird.
Bitch, you
to
don't know
think
that.
about.
Have
I'm
you
good.
died yet?
I don't
So you have no proof that you're going to
They
die.
said I was close,
I
which
know.
means I can't die.
That's right.
All right.
Woo.
Well, that kind of sucks, though.
Oh, don't worry, you'll die.
Yeah.
That's
Most likely.
My
See,
dad
science
said
don't know.
Yeah.
that he's gotten at least it's been like three calls or 2 or 3 that have been like the first one was like he got a call from this girlfriend that I had at the time and she was like Adam died. That's all that she could say before my phone died.
No.
And nobody could call back. So my
Oh.
dad thought it was me, and the entire time he's like, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital and like get my son. He
I gotta
fucking thought it was
identify
me.
the body. I gotta get his wallet.
Yeah. By the time we were actually able to fucking charge up the phone, and they were taking me to jail at the time, was he found out that it wasn't me, of course, but it was just
another
weird.
Adam.
Right.
Like, and then the shit with me and her and shit like that, like he's just like, I don't know, like what's gonna kill you? Because he's like, I figured you'd already be dead.
No shit.
I'm like, yeah, me too, man. But you were talking about being in a coma and shit. Did you see some grand fucking design thing? Did you see a light? Did you see anything that they expressed?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. I was like, you've
Just
never
gonna make
asked
this
me
up.
this. So yeah,
I know.
I did. God was on a big fire truck and he was passing out beads.
Was he buff?
He said, woo woo.
Of course he was
Of
buff.
course he was, right?
Just one arm was buff as fuck. The other was real small.
I like my Jesus buff.
The only anything like that I ever had was in a dream, but
Yeah.
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 And I still remember it. It was crazy. But,
Yeah. That intense.
Yeah.
Like a while back or
Oh,
recently?
I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, I
Remember
was
them
like,
kid dreams.
I don't
dude.
believe in God.
Right.
Fuck this, and I went to sleep. And then there was this beach, and like the ocean and shit, and over this hill, like I saw this dude. I was like, oh man,
Fuck.
Jesus.
Bullshit.
And Jesus came walking up over the hill, and I was like, looks like I was wrong. He's like, it's fine. Let's go hang out.
Perfect.
We went and hung out.
Chill.
That's so cool.
That's what I don't know, man. They always say that light has like a masculine presence, and then there's like most people perceive it as a masculine presence always, right?
Because it's not nagging you. You need to save money.
What if God was just all the time like in the kitchen when you saw him? He's always cooking,
Always cooking
flipping
something up.
pancakes.
Yeah, dude. It's how,
like
it's how
your
he
eggs.
answers all the prayers. When the food is done, the prayers are answered.
Yes. Hell yes.
It's done right.
It's never done.
It's like Bruce
It's
Almighty.
never done.
The food
I
is
still got to
never
cook for
done.
billions of people.
Yeah.
I'll get to prayers when they stop fucking.
This will take forever.
But that's
Literally.
I never knew if you had an experience
I
with that.
didn't.
You just woke up the next 3 days, and in like 3 days, you were just
Yeah,
like,
the
all
only-
right.
The first thing I remember was Sam lifted up my blanket and he was like, you got a hairy ass, dude. He was like, you need to shave your ass, I think is what he said. And I was like, what the fuck? Where am I?
It's happened here.
Did Sam drug me?
It's
Yeah,
so
I
weird.
know. Is this Sam's fault?
That's-
I immediately
always-
blame him.
I always felt that like waking up at the side of the road, like that would be the one. I'm like looking up. You ever seen that movie A Knight's Tale where he's looking up from the flat of his back?
It
and
sounds
the people
familiar.
come over top of him. They're like, you have been weighed, you have been measured, and you've been found wanting. But there's like 3 of them that say it. This is what it looked like.
No.
Anyway, there was like one lady
Sam.
here.
Who the hell's in it?
Why can't I
Oh,
think of his
come
name?
on. Heath motherfucking Ledger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
What?
Fuck him.
Adam's
Jesus,
bro.
that
If he
is
hadn't-
my
if he
people.
hadn't been the Joker, I wouldn't care about him at all.
What?
When I found out he was cast, I was like, oh, this is horrible casting.
Dude.
Why?
He killed it.
Dude.
This is like Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but not as cool.
What a shame.
He loves them.
What a shame.
Yeah.
I fucking
I'm
love
sorry
'em.
for your loss.
I remember when I was using drug addict and I made her watch it. He has a movie called Candy. I've fucking brought this up before. He's a huge method actor, right? So
Yeah.
when you get a chance, go watch fucking Candy. If you're listening to this and you want to know what it is like 100% to be a fucking junkie, go watch that.
Go watch.
You will feel
And
it by the time you
Trainspotting.
leave. Yeah. He did so well at that too.
I've seen Trainspotting.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Oh, really?
Train spotting?
Uh-huh.
Trainspotting. I
I've
have
never
it.
seen
I'll
it.
let you borrow it.
Yeah.
The
Never
first
seen
one's good. The second one is fucking gold.
Really?
I like that one more.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
I'll let you guys
babe,
borrow 'em.
babe. Yeah.
But
We did
that's
a duo.
I felt like looking up, like, I don't know, because I don't know how to explain it, but when I woke up, I didn't know who people were. I didn't know what grass was. I didn't know, like, what the road and cars. It was like a newborn kid waking up, like, what the fuck?
It's like
Newborn
you were
I swear.
like you were awake, but you weren't online yet.
No, it was like everything was those, like, movies where the computer reboots and it's like, all the words come up and shit, and they're like, loading, buffering, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. And they were asking me questions, I couldn't talk. And I'm like, this would be the time for, like, God to show up and be like, yo, I know you don't believe, but check this out. I'm real. I'm going to let you go back. But you're an asshole for not believing.
See,
Well, maybe that just means he's not real.
well, along those
I don't know,
lines,
man.
it just struck me. It's like, why would God give a shit if you believe in him in this life?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I could see where, like, the God of the Bible is like, you have to believe in me because I was written by, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, God, why would he care?
Like
He's
he's
like, I'm going to give you
misinterpreted.
eternal life anyway.
Right.
Who gives a fuck? You'll believe in me in a million years.
Yeah.
Or you won't. See you in a billion.
Well, even the rotten motherfuckers that have the story about, like, demons showing up and it being a very dark, empty void hole that they were dumped into, and they could hear all the past bullshit that
He
they did to
raped
people.
me with a void hole.
Yeah, they even eventually they spend a long time in this void. They say it feels like forever, but they eventually come to know the light and fucking do it. Whatever, they get sent back too because these are stories from people. But it's the same thing. Like eventually, like they go to the same light that the people who didn't. So chaos, bro. Just like fucking rob people. I don't know what to like. Who cares about Christianity and fucking all this stuff? They made it so people wouldn't rob each other, pretty much.
Did they?
I think.
No.
Yeah. Oh, rob, rape, murder.
It's been utilized, I think, in that way, but no.
No.
Religion's deeper than that.
I
Is
try to
it?
think that. I think Jordan
Maybe.
Peterson,
I don't know. I didn't write it.
Jordan Peterson
Didn't you?
knows more
I
about
did.
Christianity and like what the actual story is, because there's throughout our history we have wrote the Bible multiple times in different ways, in different stories and
Yes.
stuff, and he brings those up and he can like put them all together. He's very articulate with it and shit. So if you ever want to know how that story relates to a lot of other stories, that book you got me, what is it, like a Christmas ago or two,
I don't know.
Maps of Meaning.
Oh, okay.
Listen to that book, and I swear, like,
Yeah, dude.
it's wow.
But even that's just like the beginning.
I know.
That's actually the middle of the beginning. The beginning is long, long ago.
long ago.
When the earth was green, there's more kinds of animals that you'd ever seen.
I vaguely
Run
remember
around
that.
free.
I feel like Wagner slipped on the water.
Someone did for sure. Yeah, I've seen it. That we had a home video.
For those of you that don't know, fuck off.
Yeah, another thing that nobody else knows but you.
except I'm explaining.
Esoteric.
I bet they were.
In first grade, we did a play, and that was one of the songs. But we actually had a home video of it. We didn't have a bunch of home videos, but that was one of them.
I know, it's so weird. We didn't have a camera, but
Yeah.
we have that video.
Yeah, and well, we have videos of me doing ballet too.
Oh, no, I recorded over this.
I believe that. You recorded over My Little Pony.
That's right. There is still a part
You
of me
made
that
that
kind
right.
of regrets that.
Because I never let you live it down. 30
My Little
years
Pony
later.
wasn't that good anyways.
Bitch, please.
They weren't
Here's
that
what's
great.
going to happen, Adam.
Oh.
I'm taking control.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, he's about to ask you
Take
some
control of my-
questions.
I am.
My
I wrote some down a few weeks ago, but we've had guests the whole time.
No.
Here we go.
Here we go. Questions for Adam. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions.
It's about to get
Bonus
real.
round.
The first question.
Yeah.
All right. Do you accept this? I
totally accept this. I'm ready.
Okay. What are 2 nicknames you've had?
Red and Beaner.
Because you're a ginger Mexican?
I have no clue. My dad used to call me Beaner growing up because I fucking don't know. I guess, I don't know. We played baseball, so I guess it was related to...
Did he look
Beaner,
like what
I
he
don't know.
thought a clitoris looked like?
Just a little
Come out
bean.
like, just a little bean. Yeah, I don't know where that one ever... Oh, I'll give you a third one because
didn't ask
everybody
for
thought...
3.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I want to know.
No, let me get it.
Oh, everybody thought I was a female on a CB radio one time because my dad called me Addie.
Oh,
He
yeah.
always called me Addie.
Addie.
He still calls you Addie.
Red was one of those ones in prison where people were just not creative,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
like, "You have red hair."
Well, I mean, there was a thug on our street, a hoodlum.
Yeah.
We called him Red.
Oh,
Little Red.
yeah. You had red hair, right?
Yeah.
Of course
Only
he
like
did.
20 of us.
There have been so many Reds in and out of prison. I mean,
So many.
And,
Yeah.
and
Big
the
Red,
other
Little Red.
the other quality of him that I remember is that he stole stuff. So
Red
There
beef.
we go.
yeah,
That
that's, all,
runs in the blood.
that's all you guys do.
Yeah, that's all we're good for,
You get
bro.
uncreative nicknames and take shit.
We're good at it.
All right.
That's awesome.
What are 2 nicknames you wish you would have had?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
It doesn't all go this way.
No, I don't.
I'm all right with it.
What
I
are
don't
2
know.
nicknames you've given someone?
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I don't. You know, I don't know that whole nickname thing. I guess it's one of those things. Like younger, I wish that a lot more people call me like cool ass nicknames. Like a black dude used to call me A Flat because I used to call
awesome.
him. He was deaf and minor, so I'd be like D minor. He'd be like A Flat, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. I think
I like
growing
that.
up, it
That's
would have
kinda
been easier, but I don't know. Really, I've never even wanted one. Just call me A.
So,
You're
hey.
short.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a fucking nickname.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been, except for when I was younger. I liked it because
Hey, damn.
I think
Yeah.
nicknames give us like you feel like you're a part of the group or you're becoming what is it like popular and shit when somebody gives you a nickname,
Yeah.
but never give yourself a nickname.
You're a made man.
Yeah, and yeah,
You think I wouldn't like to be the Hammer?
ooh,
It's already Hank Aaron.
yeah.
You could be Pliers.
You could be
Plier-
the Hammer
ooh.
too.
I'll be Dykes.
I'm just taking from Sports Night, but I like the Hammer too. All right, here we go.
That's awesome.
What color do you think I look best in?
You?
I said I. What color do you
Ooh,
think
I fucking-
I look best?
I
in?
dig light blues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
I've only seen
Robin's
you
egg
in a couple
blue, or
times.
like
You have like a tie that's that light blue.
okay.
I like the light blue. Yeah, I like light blue.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. As president, how would you make progress with a Congress that doesn't want to help you?
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Kill
Maybe
them motherfuckers.
Started with softball.
Cause okay, the president can't just like fire people, right? He can't just like say, Congress, you don't like me. Well,
I know
fuck
you've
you.
been elected, but you're all fired. Trump would have done that. Man.
You can't do that, right?
No, you can't do that.
So you have to get them on your side.
Yes.
I got you.
Can't you just pass some type of rule that you can do that?
Yeah, but
No.
the UK, I would say it
You'd have
wouldn't
to
lose.
have a majority of the people that hate you on your side to get it
Oh,
through.
that's
Yeah.
right.
So what
some
I would
shit.
do is
You're
probably
president, not king.
like they do with us, like CNN and MSNBC and all the news outlets do with us. Same thing. I would play into their fears and their concerns,
Yeah.
and I would act as if I was on their side. That way, kind of like in church, when I used to go to church, I would not cuss and I would, be prim and proper and, watch my P's and Q's and they, for them to like me. Even though I didn't believe the same way they did, they would allow me to play music. See?
Yeah.
So if I acted like I was saved and I loved God and I worshiped in the same way they would, they'd allow me to play drums, which I loved. Right? So same way, I would just
Right.
play into their ignorance. I would play into their their wants, dislikes, all that shit. I would pretend like I was on their side. Like
every once in a while, I'll throw them a bone.
yeah.
Yeah. So this doesn't matter. Yeah, we can go ahead and pass this.
You want a tax hike on the middle class? You can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me this bridge.
Bridge.
All right. What's your favorite song?
Ooh.
I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote these.
I know.
It's been a while.
That's a weird one. My favorite of all time is probably Changes from Tupac.
That's right. That's
That's
his shit. He gets so excited when it comes on.
Why is it your favorite song?
Man, I listened to it when I
Wrong
was
answer
younger.
already. You're supposed to just say, that's just the way it is.
Wrong answer already.
Wrong.
He didn't start in the right place.
So good.
All right. Would you rather have my looks and Sarah's brain or Sarah's looks and my brain?
Sarah's looks in your brain. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Huh.
And I only say it at certain times because I want to be as intelligent
I don't
as
know
you
if I
are.
hear this.
And I want to fucking, I think like look beyond myself sometimes. And I don't know, see myself in an objective light like you do and how your brain can like pick it apart.
Right.
But also sometimes I want to have Sarah's brain because I don't think she focuses on the future. I don't think that she like harps on negative things.
I want to know what it's like to not think about stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah. You
pretty
want
much.
tumbleweeds for sure.
Yeah.
nice.
Sometimes I just wish that I could be a person without all the existential bullshit, and I think she does that well. But then again, I like how you break things down and how you think about it. So
Yeah, but you would have nonstop existential stuff going on.
this will never end.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the day I have anything existential happen.
It's weird that we are just like the complete opposites in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what I would say. She's always like pretty much okay. Like whether she's happy, mad, in pain, sad, whatever. Seems like Sarah's always Sarah.
Yeah.
And me, dude, like 1 minute I'm fucking loving life. The other minute, like I'm about to jump off the bridge, bro. Like I'm right there.
Stop messing with the gum.
Oh yeah.
Last night I was looking for a pair of clean underwear, and we had like 4 clothes baskets full of stuff, and I was looking through trying to find shit so I could get a shower, and it's like whenever I look for clean underwear, I want to die.
It's awesome.
All right.
It's the best thing I've ever heard. Oh,
The
God.
final question. How much happier would you be with $1 million?
Oh, shit.
Ooh, yeah, there was something asked the last like that hidden episode we have. That was like
Yeah.
I want
Unlock
to
the keys and
Yeah.
find it.
I want to go back to this because $1 million, like it does sound like a lot, and it is objectively a lot, right? $1 million. If I had that flat with no taxes taken out, I would be happier, but only because I could like not focus on work or life or bills, but I could focus on how to like care for the weak, the overlooked, like we do with the homeless. Like I could do that more because I think that one day out there doing that shit, I think makes you happier than buying anything for yourself or any material, whatever. So maybe that. So that because I'm always like on fucking when I'm looking for like a camera, I always want to buy you like a Sony fucking A1. A1 is the one.
He'd
It's like
spend his million on you.
I would.
Yeah.
I would buy a thing that I want for like other people because I'm always like, oh, I want this, but I got a camera, this and that. I was like, I've always thought that. Every time I scroll, I'm like, I want to buy Ian this.
If anybody
I don't
out
even
there
know
has $1 million to give to Adam that he can spend on me, give us a call.
I would like to see if I could have like a crystal ball and see if somebody gives me $1 million. I'd like to see if all I think about myself holds true.
Yeah.
Because spending money, I think, would eventually get fucking old. And $1 million's not that much to spend, really.
No.
I would try to invest a big amount of it so that I could
You're
continue
dodging the
to do
question, buddy. How much happier?
that.
Quantify it.
Tenfold. More than I am now. Tenfold.
10 times
By a
0 is
factor
still
of 10.
0.
Okay,
So-
10 times 1.
Yeah, if I say on average, I guess I'm about 4 on
I
the
have one
happiness
happy.
scale. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 would be like my median.
You said, is it 4? Like he
Well,
knows.
if the scale is 1 to 10.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
you.
If the scale is 1 to 100, I really have to bump that up a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, or you're just really sad.
really fucking sad. So I'd say my
Touche.
median happiness is 4. So I would say by a factor of 10. So
yes.
I would completely blow the scale up
Yeah.
if I could do that. But I don't know. Who's to say? A lot of people think that the money is the happiness, but then they get it and it's just not. It's not. But maybe they have the wrong,
Yeah, those people are stupid and going about life wrong.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
I
me $1
would feel-
million, it solves everything.
Yeah.
Well, I have a buddy too that I was like, man, I wonder if, he comes in, if they come into a windfall, they, meaning him, her, he, she,
They.
whatever, they,
They, them.
no specific person in mind, but if somebody, come into a windfall, I don't think that they would properly disperse it throughout their life. I think that it would be spent very quickly. I think a lot of people would spend it very quickly. There's
Some
very,
dumb shit.
Yeah.
how many people do you know would actually spend it correctly in their best judgment
7.
anyways? 7?
Well, I can't think
A
of,
lot.
I can't think
I
of
know a lot
one
of people.
thing that I would buy if I had $1 million.
Yeah.
That you did, yeah, because
Maybe some cat toys. I mean, for real, I can't think of anything that I would buy.
I tell you what, I got it for you. Look, check this out.
I do need some
This
new
is
underwear.
what the argument between me and Sarah yesterday, not an argument, a debate
Oh, we
between
were fighting
her-
Yeah,
in the
I was
front
thinking it was a
yard.
battle.
a joust.
Don't y'all call the cops.
We
It was
had
like
weapons.
I guess you'd call it a discussion. We get in these discussions in the truck, man. And we were talking about this same subject. I was like, I hope and pray that one day because I think media amps us up and we all think that we're headed in some direction that we're going to get and we're going to get this windfall or eventually we're going to make something that fucking makes a lot of whatever. I think media fucks us up in that way. But
Right.
I would hope that okay, so when we got hit by the truck, right? The truck brought on a company that we allowed us to do our own thing and move away from a boss because we were fucking terribly, miserably unhappy. So, I feel like in that current situation that we made the right choice. Now, 5 years later, if we don't have the company and none of the money and nothing in savings and nothing in whatever, then it was a bad choice, objectively.
No, everything that happened after was a bad choice objectively.
Oh, yeah.
Every decision you made from that point forward is bad.
Terrible.
So I would hope that if something like that was to happen again, or if we get to a place where we're doing 2 or 3 things that are very profitable or whatever, that we would make the right choices giving the things at hand. Whereas I think a lot of people, majority of people, would just spend that shit as quick as they got it, and then they'd have nothing to show except for a few material things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately. So I would hope that we could make that choice and give it back to Portland and the homeless and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
definitely would. It's because we're not balling now, and we do. So
Yeah, just
can't
imagine.
imagine getting $1 million and being like, I'm not gonna spend a dime.
I'll
Just
put
keep
it up
all.
and say that. But if you invested 500,000, that 500,000 will grow to a couple million real quick. It's not it's not hard when you have a lot of money. But yeah, dude, every time we go downtown and I'm on my way home, I'm like, I just wish that we could have done more. I just wish that I wish you could. I wish we could, but it's hard to get people on board. And people that were on board before have jumped to the conservative ship and fucking, they're like, fuck homeless people now. And I'm like, you gotta fucking take care of them some way. What's that guy you sent me a video of?
I don't know.
John
Like
Stewart.
you've only sent them one video ever.
Yeah.
John Stewart, right?
All right.
He was like the best way to get to a an even playing field or make America great again would be to make all the homeless people
fuck.
and
I don't remember what
Unwealthy.
that was. Was it that?
to be the wealthiest they can possibly be as quick as possible
Yeah.
because they would stimulate the economy and that's our biggest downfall is that we have so many people suffering in the
I
capitalist
feel like that was
society.
Jordan Peterson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
I
You sent
remember
me a
this,
lot.
but I can't remember his voice. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, it was on the. I think it was
Oh.
on the most recent Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Okay.
Yeah, because it was like the way to get people to care about the environment is to get they have money.
Yeah, because the poor
Ah, that
they
is.
spend
Because I mean they
most.
don't even have like the
basically.
hierarchy of needs met. So
You're right,
like, where the
damn.
fuck am I going to eat? You know, like,
Yeah.
fuck a tree.
I'll say
Right.
that. I'll just say you said with that day we watched a
Dendrophilia.
lot though. We had that Jon Stewart stuff and that.
Yeah,
to watch.
dude, the Jon Stewart stuff made me happy.
Oh, it was so good.
Like, I kind of want to get Apple Plus or whatever just so I can watch a show, but
I didn't know he was that good. Now I used to
that
hate
stuff
his other
snuck up
shit.
on me. How do you, what?
What?
It's a good thing you grew as a person.
I know.
You were
I
an
never
idiot.
watched it. I was always like, this fucking shit is trash. But I think I, caught a few and I made a judgment like with Seinfeld,
Yeah.
And you love Seinfeld now.
You love him.
You love him.
And I watched a thing the other day of it was talking about Seinfeld stuff, and they were talking about Frank Costanza,
Yeah.
George's dad, and I love him so much.
I know.
It's
So,
awesome.
like, they were talking about like sometimes his mannerisms. He'd like look up to the sky and like pause, and he kind of mutter. It wasn't a character choice. It was because he literally didn't know the line, and when it came to him, he spit it out.
It's fucking awesome.
I've said he does that often where he's like,
Yeah.
and he's, holy shit. So that wasn't like a part of the character at all.
No.
That's good.
It's awesome. It's just
I
him.
love when he's on it, and I love when they're fucking yelling. My
Yes.
grandma and grandpa, dude, there was never a fucking conversation between, not Nanny and Papa, but the ones from Portland, always arguments. Always yelling. There was always yelling when I was a kid. And I never understood why, but they were just talking. They loved each other.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly. Loved each other.
Yes.
And then as you get older, it makes sense.
Makes all the sense in the world now. I was like, damn, dude.
I really like the thing where like it was the episode. I think George was a hand model,
Yeah.
and he was sitting there with his parents, and his mom was like, "I always said he had beautiful hands," and he's like, "Who'd you say it to?" I was like, I said it to people. I was like, "You never said it to me."
It's awesome.
I fucking love them, dude.
Oh,
When they
fuck.
start yelling over each other, like it's just never not funny.
It's never
Yeah,
not. It's
he's
fucking
played.
great.
I guess that character goes a long way because he played that same character in like King of Queens. He was
Yeah.
the dad in the house,
He's not nearly as cool, but it
I
is the
know.
same essence.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that the yelling. He goes straight from like 0 to fucking 120 real quick. I'm like,
I wonder
good
if he's
God.
just like that as a person.
I know, I'd like
they
to
say
see
he's a sweetheart.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see
Well,
that
that's
too.
awesome.
Yeah.
he's like, so I'll just be the opposite of me. I'll just be a raging lunatic all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
But we also have to hate on him a little bit because he's Ben Stiller's dad.
I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
You ever seen that
I
movie?
can see that. I never knew that.
Mm.
He looks just like
Oh, you
Ben
didn't know
Stiller.
it was the dad?
No. That's crazy.
It's sad that
When it
probably
was
Ben's-
Adam, he's pretending he knew.
Oh no, I did. I used to like Ben Stiller a lot. I think I still do. I have a place in my heart
Oh,
for
he
him.
has his moments. Some of
Yeah.
his stuff's awesome.
But I think he rode on the coattails of his dad in a certain
Name
way.
one thing that he's done that's awesome.
Dodgeball was good. When he was
Tropic
like,
Thunder.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I haven't watched Tropic Thunder.
Along Came Polly.
I hated that
Oh my
fucking
God, no,
movie.
fuck
It was
that.
awful.
I haven't seen it, but that's a terrible argument when you consider her.
Yeah, it was a horrible
No,
fucking
you
movie.
have to watch Tropic Thunder. I was
Oh, it's so
hesitant
good.
to watch it because I
Yeah.
thought this is going to be stupid.
Yeah, it looks dumb as fuck.
But, dude,
Fine, I'll give it a shot.
take like Robert Downey Jr. obviously,
Right.
but
Yeah.
but Tom Cruise, man, I didn't
Oh, yeah.
expect him to be nearly as funny as he was.
Well, maybe I'll give it a shot. There's let's see, what else? Everything I've ever seen him in, if I like the movie,
Heavyweights?
I don't like him in it. Like why is he in anything?
Oh, and fucking Orange County.
Orange County.
I
yeah.
like Orange County, but I don't give a fuck about Ben Stiller.
Well, it's
I
just 'cause
couldn't
he-
tell you that he was in it. I
It's just
didn't know
he
that.
played a
It wasn't
fireman.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Jack Black's talking to him. It's like, oh man. And he's like, what's your name? He's like, Joe Johnson. He's like, your name's Joe Johnson? Or wait, Joe John. Yeah, your name's Joe John. But I mean, that's really just playing off of Jack Black, but it's still just,
I know. It's
your
so
name's
good.
Joe John.
He does that. He's in a lot of shit where he just pops up as a character, and then some things he's like the main character. But I liked him in Heavyweights when I was a kid. I always liked him in that.
The Secret Life of Walter
Didn't
Mitty.
remember him being in
Yeah.
it.
My
I've
name
never
is.
seen
Oh no. Something. Oh, there's something about Mary. He's in that.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
good.
Something about me.
I've never watched that either.
Oh, you're fucking lame.
No, it never looked funny to me.
It was all right.
That's the same reason I didn't watch Tropic Thunder. It didn't look funny to me.
Gold.
I can't
Yeah.
believe that. Well, and that just shows you like the beauty of comedy. But I mean, that was in the 20th century, 21st century. One of
It's all the
those.
same to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when it was made.
But you know, Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface the entire movie, and nobody said anything.
What you mean, you people? What do you mean? You
It's
I
crazy.
wonder, has he gotten shit about that since everything became so PC?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, what
Like
you
he
know?
wrote the part. He's like, I made this so I could offend people.
He should have known better.
Right.
That's
yeah.
How could he not foresee the future? Be better.
Right.
I know, and that's you know, their argument's kind of valid when you're like, you think about doing blackface in the 20th century, like when it's like we've known for a while that blackface originated to make fun of and to oppress black people, and you're just
Whatever,
gonna
dude.
do
I'll
it.
accept getting rid of blackface whenever we wipe white chicks out of
Yeah.
cinema history.
Oh yeah.
Until then, fuck off.
You like Damon Wayne's white chicks or like
Yeah.
white chick?
Like white female
okay.
women.
Yeah, they went.
Let's get rid of all of them.
I was like, we're getting rid of all of them, right? Out of the thing. But
He
no,
was
that's
excited.
that's a rough one too, man. That they did like white body, but I guess what's that? Like one out of all the hundreds of black faces that have went
Dave
through?
Chappelle did it.
Oh
Busta
yeah.
Rhymes did it.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Look
right.
at you. Dave
He's-
Chappelle.
And I'm fine with all of it because I'm not a bitch.
He's up on his white face.
Yeah. And I've been doing it my whole life.
That's right.
What if you pulled it off? and it's
Perfected
black?
it.
Like Jesus Christ.
Now, what if he was black this whole time?
Be crazy.
I'm not white. I'm Caucasian.
Yes.
It always baffles me too, though, that still to this day, that when you're like filling out any paperwork for the doctor or for my dentist, they're like black and white. Like that makes no sense. It's like African American or Caucasian,
Or
I guess.
Anglo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anglo-Saxons are like, let's call it what it is.
American or are you European?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're not like African Americans. They're just African. Like just saying like Native Americans, they're just Americans. They were like here first.
Yeah, they are the original
yeah.
Americans, is
They
what their name
are
should
Americans.
And
Yeah.
I was looking at this this old school newspaper. I forget, it was like in Arizona. It was from an 1890 issue, and these cowboys claimed that they found this dragon, and it was like 90 feet long, I think.
Oh
and
my
they
God.
like it was tired, so they
was
chased it down and
tired.
killed it, and they took a chunk off of its wing. And then, like at the end of the story, it was like, and they plan to take a party out to get the rest of its skin.
What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna take their skin.
So, but anyway, in that same issue, there's a thing where like this cowboy guy went out and was doing his thing, and he was like, Indians shot at him, quote, 8 or 9 times.
Yeah.
And he shot back 2 or 3, and the sheriff has been notified.
That's
The
awesome.
fuck?
It's like, that's the news.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But,
I feel like that's kind of what the news has gotten back to.
pretty much, man. They don't really have to say anything to cause hysteria nowadays.
Yeah.
But there's something that was it Jon Stewart? No, or was it fucking either one? Jordan
know.
Peterson, Jon Stewart. No. It was that guy I watched. I'll put it in the link. The guy I told you to watch. I've linked it before. But anyways,
Eddie.
he was talking about
Frank. Cal.
how like nothing was
You want a
accomplished.
piece of me?
Like nothing literally changed after BLM. Even the what's the governor of Washington D.C. or like what's the governor?
I don't know.
Anyways, that lady.
I
I don't know her name. I'll put it in.
No.
Nobody
But
knows.
she did that thing with the Black Lives Matter. They painted it big yellow on that road.
Oh, yeah.
And really, it came out later that it was like a publicity stunt so that she would get the votes. Then
Right.
her like defunding the police, actually she pumped more money into the police department for like training and like better equipment and stuff like that. So
Maybe she doesn't know what defunding means.
apparently not. Like pump more money in.
We're giving them all of defunding.
That's what happens in a capitalist society, though. You don't get anything material. You don't actually find out change. None of that. That would happen in like a socialist society because you would get material change. You would get better health insurance. You would get better whatever.
Until you get chucked in a gulag.
Dude, I'm telling you, socialism is the way to
Fuck's
go.
a gulag.
It's like a
It's
prison.
the Russian thing, yeah. It was like they just throw you. It's like a work camp, and they
Gulag.
killed a buttload of people.
But that's,
Gulag.
I think socialism's the way to go, man. I think capitalism has been proven not to work over and over again. I think we need to go.
I think it
somewhere
hasn't.
else. Don't even
I mean,
call it
to a
socialism.
degree. Yeah, like in certain ways, I think
Make some
capitalism
tweaks.
has. Yeah. Plus, it's just a matter of people abusing it and using it improperly. I mean, the system itself. Yeah. Here, you guys want this? All right, it's going to cost a little more over time. Hey, you want this? All right, we'll make it better. Great. I don't see that happening in a socialist society because I mean you still have the people at the top that essentially control everything. It's just everybody else has the same shit.
Right.
And
So it
while
just
that's
appears
good
better.
if you only want survival, but what happens if you want more? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're a socialist regime. You get the same as Gary. I don't want the same as Gary. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. You're fucked.
Suck it up.
You wanted this.
That's it baffles me that nothing got fucking. Yeah, I think about like BLM and maybe the fucking the news pumped it up more than it was, and then it just wasn't going on. But the same as like in Louisville, we went down to see the is it Jefferson Square? Yeah. To see the Breonna Taylor memorial thing, and there's nothing there. There ain't even a picture. They just like wiped it out. The dude never got really charged for shit, and then they were like, "Well, this is over," and you don't hear nothing about it anymore. And it's like, did they do the same? Did they placate the people from Louisville as well, just enough to make them feel like they had changed things, and in reality, they just went back to business as usual because that's what we're good at? Is that what the whole capitalist society is good at?
It's an economic system has nothing to do
It
with
does.
the political shit that goes on.
It does.
Like if somebody gets killed in a socialist society, is it
Call it common.
is it fine? Do they all come together? Oh yeah, we're sorry, we did this. All right, everybody, go back to your home.
I don't know.
No,
Is that how it's supposed to go?
no, everybody shuts the fuck up, or they get run over by tanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at least in our
Tiananmen
society,
Square.
we have the feeling that we can change things.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, we'll kick out at the world and we'll shout and we'll have our
But it ain't
slogans
gonna help. No.
because the people that want change don't want to take the time to get the power.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
They just want the power like given.
Yeah,
They
they're
don't
like,
wanna,
they're
like,
like
work with-
armchair
I get it.
leaders.
Yeah. Well, look, check this out. This is something I told her. I was like, I think this is what the fuck is wrong.
What the fuck is wrong?
They had that report.
Tell us, boy.
Did you see the guy they interviewed for that hashtag war on work movement, right?
No.
This dude was a fucking legitimate loser. Like, I don't know why he's a spokesperson. Maybe he's the one that started the fucking hashtag. But the dude was like, oh, yeah, you know, you're uncomfortable work. He's like, I just want less work hours. So he's like, oh, what do you do? He's like, well, I work 25, 26 hours as a dog walker, right? He was like, and I feel like that I need more time to focus on my life and my dreams and all this.
Suck a dick, dude.
Dude, I swear. And he was completely serious.
Maybe.
But do you think that is social media is like making us all feel like we should have this passion and we should be working for something? In reality, most of us are just going to be mediocre. We need to just deal with that.
I don't know. I guess with you saying the idea of social media, it kind of just goes to the idea of people following what goes on around them. I think people in general don't have the drive to do things in an individual manner, which is weird because we live in a heavily individualistic society.
Right.
But we tend to associate the masses and what they're doing as just a big herd of idiots.
Mm.
So I don't know, man.
I tried to understand it because when he said like 25 hours as a dog walker, I'm like, no, I truly get like wanting to do your passion, wanting to do something you love. And then he was like, well, I want to be like a teacher or some shit. And then, of course, the reporter, it was CNN, of course, but he was like,
Of course.
he's like, oh, what do you want to teach? And the kid was like, I want to teach philosophy. And the reporter laughed at him.
Okay, yeah.
He was like, I don't think I want to take your class, right? But this is a guy that is backing this movement that is supposed to be big. It's supposed to, whatever. The basis for it's cool, man. Like, get better benefits at work, get paid more because you deserve it. All that is known, right? Make that the war. Don't make the war fucking, I work 25. I don't want to work nothing, and I want to be given money for doing nothing. Like, it's pretty much what they're saying, right?
I mean,
Isn't that it?
oh wait, what the fuck is happening? I keep thinking there is something with that camera, but there's just a line across the goddamn thing.
It keeps going off level when, like, the catwalk badges now.
Oh yeah, blame the cat.
Yeah.
Anyway, what the hell were we on about? I was about to yell about something.
I don't know. But
I'm saying that the basis for that is good, but I think they want to work no hours and get paid money, whereas they don't want to work any hours and do anything. They just want to be given stuff.
Oh yeah, I was gonna yell about the dog walker guy. If he wants to teach philosophy, then I feel like he should learn philosophy, and then also accept that walking is the best time to learn that shit. Who wants to learn from a complete moron?
Oh, I know, and
But
that's
it
like
could also be satire.
yeah,
That's the thing that's annoying.
yeah.
It's like, is it so
legit?
finely tuned satire that you don't even know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's extremely possible. You should see the guy when you're done. Like, look it up because it's hilarious. But my thing is, because I told Sarah this, because I went through this same thing, and given mine was like, it started over, the fact that I was working for a shitty company. They didn't give a fuck. I hurt myself. Like, I was doing everything before I hurt myself. Blah blah blah, and they didn't give a shit and threw me to the side. And then I started getting this resentment for it. But with all this stuff on social media, you got fake fucking 17-year-old guru millionaires that are fake as fuck, just taking your money to teach you how to do it. There's all these people saying that you have to have this passion and make it before you're 25, or you blame yourself if you're not doing enough. Blah blah blah. You need to have a passion and something you're working for, and whatever.
If they had half the passion that you do right now,
they'd be something.
Yeah,
They
they'd
could
be
be
something for sure.
But I feel like when it comes down to it, I watched, when we were doing the company and shit, I had watched a lot of things and motivational stuff and fucking like passions, all that fucking stuff you're buying into.
Yeah.
That people, whatever. I bought into that dream that, I could, do my own thing and then I could work on these passions and stuff like that. And in reality, like Sarah's had to say it to me before, like, maybe you just, you don't have, like, it's not going to just come one day and you're going to have, like, some blah, blah, blah. Like, we're not all working as something grand or whatever.
Yeah.
Some people just need to deal with the fact that we're just going to be normal.
Yeah, most people just live a mediocre life.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Majority
could
of
be, you
people.
could be passionate about stuff, but I don't think everyone has this one thing that they're passionate about, and that's what they should be doing. And if
No.
you don't feel passion, then you haven't
it's
figured
your
it out
fault.
yet.
That's where
right.
hobbies come in.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, if you look back
Side
at human
hustle.
history, the majority of people were just nobodies.
Yeah,
And they
hell
just
yes.
lived until they died. It's like, I got this cool ox.
Right.
I got
Hell
some
yes.
kids. We're living. But yeah, in modern society, now that things are better, you're like, oh man, I want to make a living off of my hobbies.
Yeah.
It's like, good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
Yeah.
but
fucking absurd.
but don't be surprised when it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's what,
A lot of the motivational stuff, though, that is the stick. That's how, like, they get you to buy, and then they never have any, like, accountability for themselves because they'll tell you that it's your fault that you're not making. Same with
you're
capitalism.
not doing it right.
Yeah, capitalism and the
Well, you're
motivational
clearly
stuff
not.
goes side by side, right? So you have the capitalist society saying that if you're not wealthy, if you don't have a retirement, if you don't have all this, it's your fault because you're not working hard enough. Same with the green argument. Okay, you need to be doing you need to reduce your carbon footprint. You need to cut your grass less. You need to do this. So it's your fault. Same with the fucking motivational speakers. They're like, if you are not rich and famous in 2 months, you're not working hard enough.
Right.
And then you got
Right.
these people with all these mental fucking disorders now and depression and anxiety and fucking they can't concentrate and shit like that. And you know why? Because we have blamed ourselves for so long. And in reality, you just need to learn there's only a few Einsteins in the world. There's only a few fucking Teslas and shit like that.
Right.
Not everybody's gonna be fucking famous. Not everybody. You don't need to be on fucking YouTube like showing your ass and dancing with your titties out and shit.
But thank
not
you.
everybody needs to. Yeah, but thank you for that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of us, and if you knew the staggering number of people who get to, like, don't get to retirement, like they don't have the money or whatever runs out, or their job fucking fired them before they were getting the severance pay, whatever, right? If you knew the number of the people who actually get to retire, it's small, just like the fucking small number that people win the lottery. Not many people fucking retire anymore.
Yeah.
And if they do, they die in 2 years.
People expect to be able to retire living paycheck to paycheck, like not saving anything. Like,
Not a
what
dime.
do you think
Right.
retirement is?
Once you work somewhere 30 years, they just pay
They
for the
need to
rest
give
of your
it.
life.
forever. Yes.
And then they complain about it. I gave them 30 years of my life. They need to give me some. No, they don't.
Did
Yeah,
you
no.
save anything?
Yeah, they gave you a paycheck every motherfucking week.
Yeah.
You just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer. I think a lot of people just need to go out on their own and do their own thing. We all need to be our own boss. But when it comes down to it, there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there need to be working at Amazon and fucking fulfillment centers and GSI. We got a lot of stupid
You can
motherfuckers.
say familial centers.
And
Get rid of these family companies.
those people are the ones that are on there. You know, there's like, if you ever watch fucking like Instagram and shit, there's this like real skinny kid. He's really lanky and a little small. And then there's a fat guy that dances with him. And then there's a black dude with no neck.
Oh, yeah.
And like they all hang out and they're like in a house together. They make videos.
This
Right?
doesn't
It's super
sound
weird.
real.
Oh, it is. And
It
the
is, yeah.
There's a fat guy, skinny guy, and
Oh,
a dude
yeah.
with no neck.
Oh,
The
actually,
dude-
he has a fierce neck.
it's weird.
It's like
It starts like
okay.
at his
it's
ears.
like from
don't
his
it?
shoulders, like
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like a
He's
triangle.
like my where are those?
yeah,
your
because I mean, there's like
tribe-
so much neck there that it's like not a neck.
It's
It's
Yeah.
just like
ridiculous.
shoulder, muscles, head.
Trapezoids. That's what those
That's
are.
the word.
Yeah. We got the biggest trapezoids on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Glad you got that out. It was killing you over there.
I
It
was
seemed getting
asking.
angry.
I was trying to ask what it was, and
I don't think none of us knew.
well,
you
I
were
got
all
that
alone.
shit. I
I would have
got
said
it.
trapeze.
Trapeze.
Trapezes.
Trapeze. I can't even say it now. Now you fucked me up. That's
Don't get fucked up.
But you got those people
Yeah.
sitting in the house getting. You know, it's just we live in a weird time, dude, and people think that they're gonna make it.
Time.
People forego like fucking legitimate careers and shit to like get online and fucking speak their mind and shit. Not everybody is like I'm comfortable to admit I might want to hear my dumbass talk about some shit or any of us for that matter. Like, you know what I mean?
What episode
I'm
is
not okay
this?
with this. 137.
Okay.
And a half.
And a half. Yeah.
Point 2.0.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
You get
I
what
know
I'm
what you're saying.
Yeah. Not everybody is
Most
something
of us are
special.
common.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The majority. And it has to
what
be
most
okay.
means.
Yeah. Well, okay.
All right.
It has to be okay.
He was so jacked. The majority.
We have to
I'm
stop
sorry.
That was
feeling
cute. I
like,
liked that. I
whoa.
have so much phlegm. I keep having to clear my throat. I'm sorry. It's immediately back. It's already there.
I'm just going to mute.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a
You-
state that I live in like
Yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
That-
Fucking
that
thanks,
Lobo
mom and
shit.
dad.
Cough it up and swallow it. Mm.
I wish it would cough up. It just won't.
That
Listen.
Lobo shit.
I am dying to hypothesize about what this fucking dragon was that they got.
Yeah, me too.
You say it was 90 feet?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
it's fucking.
Hey, will you grab me a
It was massive.
Claritin D?
And they talked about like its head.
Is
It had a head.
just one?
Yeah, sadly just one.
Oh,
Hang
that's
on.
disappointing.
I'll bring up the whole damn thing.
I've been waiting this whole time so I could say something because I've been dying to talk about it.
All right.
I'm so
Where the
sorry,
hell is
y'all.
it? It's around here.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Found on the desert. A strange winged monster discovered and killed on some desert. A winged monster resembling a huge alligator with an extremely elongated tail and an immense pair of wings was found on the desert between Wetone and Huachuca Mountains last Sunday by two ranchers who were returning home from the Huachucas or whatever. Sorry, you'll see that some of the letters are
yeah.
disappearing. I'm not complete
Yeah,
illiterate,
no.
but the creature was evidently greatly exhausted by a long flight, and when discovered was able to fly but a short distance at a time. After the first shock of wild amazement passed, the two men, who were on horseback and armed with Winchester rifles, regained sufficient courage to pursue the monster, and after an exciting chase of several miles, succeeded in, I don't know, something, getting near enough to open fire with their rifle and wounding it. All right, whatever. The men cautiously approached, blah, blah, blah. The horses were snorting with terror, found that the creature was dead. It measured about 92 feet in length, and the greatest diameter was about 50 inches. The creature had only 2 feet, these being situated a short distance in front of where the wings were joined to the body.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
This thing? It is a dragon.
They had some difficulty in measuring the wings as they were partly folded under the body, but finally got one straightened out sufficiently to get a measurement of 78 feet, making the total length from tip to tip about 160 feet.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what this thing is.
The wings were composed of a thick and nearly transparent membrane and were devoid of feathers or hair, as was the entire body. The skin of the body was comparatively smooth and easily penetrated by a bullet.
Okay, so it wasn't bulletproof.
Right?
Okay, well, we got that.
Like most dragons.
Right.
Dragons aren't, from what I've read.
What we found in Arizona was a weak-skinned dragon. We slayed it.
You think it would be tough like rhinos, and I guess you can still shoot through rhino. No, I guess you can't shoot them with like a 9mm.
I don't know.
It would probably bounce off of them.
You can shoot anything with a 9mm.
I would say that you could definitely shoot it.
You think it would penetrate?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't kill it, but I
Yeah.
think it would.
A rhino would just laugh at it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
With its horn.
I never thought anything was funny before this day.
So, like, what the hell would this thing be? What creature has wings and looks like a dragon? I mean,
Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it
man.
came from like a different planet, or it was a leftover species that just was like
There
roaming.
we go. If you
Some
want to
kind
look
of
it up,
dinosaur.
it's in the Tombstone Epitaph. It's an Arizona newspaper. It was in the April 26th issue in 1890.
1890.
Fuck yes. Because that is awesome.
Yeah.
I need to know.
I learned that when I was looking through my cryptid book earlier. Yeah.
Fuck yes. So no hypotheses of what this thing would be?
I don't know what the fuck it would be. It's a dragon. It's a goddamn
What
dragon.
don't you get about this?
Yeah.
Or it might have been made up. Maybe they were having a hard time selling newspapers, and they were just like,
I kind of thought that because like there were a bunch of references like of other cryptids and shit, and the stories like that were cited were always in like gazettes or like a town newspaper. It was never like CNN or
Right.
I guess that didn't exist
Yeah,
in the
but
1890s, but
their
The
version
CNN
of it.
newspaper.
yeah, back in the day, CNN, never said shit about it and that kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's like maybe they were just doing it to sell papers, which seems reasonable considering how
Yeah.
humans work.
But I feel like at that time, there's nothing else going on. All you do is read the fucking paper.
Indians were shooting at a dude.
Right.
No, but I feel you.
Yeah.
But also, I guess with nothing happening, you have to put anything that you can in the paper.
Couldn't they just cut the pages down? Like, well, the newspaper this week is 3 pages less
Let's
because
just
nothing
save
fucking
money
happened.
by printing less.
Yeah.
No, we have a 7-page deal.
Yes.
This the newspaper though is still up and running.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
I thought
that's
that was
cool.
crazy.
That's
They have
fucking-
tours and shit. You could still subscribe.
I want to go there.
Weird.
You say it was Arizona?
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
We're going tomorrow.
Was that
Ooh.
yeah, Arizona?
Going tomorrow. Yeah.
No, Arizona is Arizona where the Area 51 is.
No.
No,
Nevada.
That's Nevada.
Yep.
Fuck. I was
Eh,
gonna say,
close
well,
enough.
maybe
They're
you know,
both hot as fuck.
yeah, maybe it's one of those things that
Arizona's in like southern Alaska, I think.
that seems to be correct. If I had to guess, that'd probably be absolutely correct.
Yeah, boy.
God,
Yeah,
that was
boy.
good.
I don't know.
So
whatever.
fucking
All right.
funny. Because it's also possible that you might think that.
Yeah. I like to
so
teeter
funny.
on the line.
Yeah.
No, I also learned that until the 1930s,
Mm-hmm.
like public executions and shit went on. Like In France, they still went on in the 30s. And dude said that, I got this from Hardcore History.
Ooh.
Dude said that the last public execution in America was like in the 1930s.
Yeah.
And he was trying to decide whether they kind of just lost popularity or whether they were governed away or whatever. And at the last execution in America, there were 20,000 people there.
Oh my God.
So,
Damn.
if they still had executions today, they would sell the fuck out.
Fuck it. To hold them at fucking football stadiums.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
Which is also weird because, it's death.
Yeah.
But people love it.
People are curious.
People, I want to say they want to see people die, but they also people want to be close to death, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but I'd like to think that I'm weird.
Yeah.
I didn't,
think most people aren't like that.
I didn't always think, oh, yeah, this is what... It's also strange because it's like in human nature, that's just kind of how we are. People just instinctively seem to kill things.
Yeah.
But I think, we're civilized. We're modern society. We're not... but yeah, blood!
Yeah, no shit. We're
Fucking
definitely
kill 'em.
barbaric. The only reason that we're not like outwardly all the time barbaric is because there's laws and shit.
Yeah.
People follow
No,
it.
we can't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I know some places still do like the electric chair or like the injection, but like whatever happened to it? Like when did they decide like, all right, man,
used
we
to
got to
do
stop
gas
hanging
chamber,
people?
too.
Yeah. They should have fucking like, there's something that should have stayed around for people who actually deserve to go out that way. There's some people. There's some people. But I guess
If
that's
we're
what
killing them, isn't it enough that we just kill them quickly?
I would
No.
want.
We have
I'd-
to torture them.
No.
I fucking dig going out, with the injections, man. Apparently you don't feel nothing. And now they're
No,
doing
you
it
just go to
with
sleep.
I'm sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
what are they using? That
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl, yeah, to do it.
Yeah.
So fucking light me up.
No
Like,
shit.
fucking take me out.
Maybe I just need
I
to
gotta
murder a
do.
bunch of people.
Whoa, we're playing.
I'll do that.
playing.
But I don't know. Not everywhere uses
Mm-mm.
fentanyl, though. So you'd
No.
have to go to. I'm
Texas.
just going to go to Arizona and South Alaska.
Some people
and-
use mustard.
I'm definitely not going there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fill them
God,
with mustard until they pop.
I would puke for sure. That'd be awesome, though. I'd be all right with puking and shitting or something right before I die, because make them clean it up.
Indeed.
Your
can't
one
take
last,
me.
Your one last go. Like
Yeah.
fuck it. You never let that-
You'll never kill me without cleaning my poop.
That's right.
My
Hey, buddy.
poo. Yeah,
Ooh,
dude.
yeah.
That's I don't know. I really just don't fucking know.
Yeah, whatever. There was also this guy. He was on his way to be killed, and they had this tradition of there were bars like along the way you could pop in and have a last drink, all that shit.
Yeah.
And the dude, I forget his name, but he famously was like, it kind of made it a spectacle. He popped in, he had his last drink, and he was like, I'll pay you on the way back.
That's awesome.
So it became a big entertainment thing.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I really would like to know why they stopped doing public executions. I mean, you can still see an execution, but they're very few and far
Yeah.
between.
Well,
Yeah.
they're trying to civilize society, or at least
I
as
mean,
it
that's
Yeah.
seems.
literally the only thing.
Because
Cruel
like
and
the
unusual punishment.
the
Yeah.
nobility of the time, like they were the ones that were all about it. But like the longer it went on, they started talking down to like the middle class and the super poor people. They're like, look at you, heathen, watching
Right.
these people die. But
Yeah.
Like
you're
they're
just
not
as
the ones
bad.
enjoying
No, but
burning people
before
alive.
it got to that point, like there were like the nobility that like they would there was this one lady, her friend was being killed,
Yeah.
and like she talked about it in a way, it was like her head after the beheading was beautiful.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, God, dude.
It's fucking out. Fuck out.
Yeah.
Starting in the early 1830s,
Huh?
public hangings were considered by many to be cruel. Many others considered them major community event, and still others took to them as an opportunity to become unruly as a modern sporting event.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes tens of thousands eagerly viewed the hangings. But I guess they just, society felt like that if they continued to do it, that the population would become unruly. and they would just start taking the murders into their own hands.
Well, that just seems
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
To
can see
like
that.
boil down. That's what
Well, okay. I can see. Okay. But still, I would like for it to happen. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to see people die.
it is.
I definitely want to.
I'd be
When he was
interested.
talking about it, he was like, "How many of you would go to these things?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah,
Let
for
me get
sure.
tickets.
I mean, I'd at least go to one, as long as
Yeah.
it's not, I don't want to see someone be skinned alive or anything like that. But no, there's no way I could do that. But a hanging or a beheading or something might be cool to see for sure.
Yeah. When they introduced the guillotine, they thought of it as a more merciful ending because the executioners, they would be chopping your head off.
Yeah.
And this one guy, it took him 20 blows with the sword, they
Oh my
said, to kill the
God.
guy.
Jesus.
The crowd
Christ.
was not happy.
No shit. I would be. Oh my God, it would be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
Thank
come
God
on,
for
man.
the fucking guillotine.
So yeah, we're like, oh, this instrument of horror, and like it was to step up.
Actually, a little bit better.
Yeah.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go get a Claritin.
I couldn't find them. I hope you can.
Yeah, I know where
I'm a man. I don't look
Claritin.
right.
For clarity,
Clarity. Whoa! They think they're about to get food. is what they
Adam's
think.
filming cats.
Cats. Yeah, I had a bunch of videos for the last time.
Thank God
And put
he's
some cats on
filming
there.
cats.
Where was it at?
It's just a single one.
Oh,
laying in
that's
there.
why. Maybe you should have said, "Hey, it's very hard to find because it's a single
Maybe you should have
Peloso."
Maybe you should be more in tune with your wife's needs,
Yeah.
what she eats on a regular basis. Control her diet.
No.
Oh, what?
I just cut out the Kit Kats and we'd be good.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
I was craving Kit Kats when I got here.
Oh, I got
Oh,
you.
you got enough here for all of you. If any viewers want them, we'll
For
bring them to
everyone
you.
listening, we've got them.
No,
That's
man.
awesome. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I have nothing to add.
I'm glad that we got through a whole episode that I can't wait to post.
I don't think I do.
Yeah. Huh?
I don't think I have anything to add.
Oh.
I don't. I have a
Dude.
video of Cooper snoring.
You should
was
post
a-
that.
It was a great episode. I appreciate everybody
Yeah.
who listened, everybody that stayed around to the end. If you have, we greatly appreciate it for joining us on episode 137 with Adam, Ian, and Sarah.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Skibbity ba 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 bibbity ba
Um,
ba.
one,
Skibbity ba ba.
one.
Wildly
Scat.
uninteresting podcast.